Are you a new homeowner ready to jump into decorating your new home? Here are the top 10 mistakes you need to avoid. Hey everyone, I'm Coral and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, click that subscribe button down below and hit the bell for new videos every week. About 2.5 years ago, my husband and I moved into our very first house. We moved from a small 2-bedroom apartment to a much bigger house that needed to be fully furnished. It felt completely empty and I could not wait to get started decorating. I have learned a lot from the process over the past 2.5 years, and today I'm going to share the top 10 mistakes you should avoid when decorating your new home. Mistake number 1 is buying a bunch of stuff before you actually move into the house. When you move into a new house, it is so exciting and you just can't resist the urge to go out and shop and want to buy things for your new house. Believe me, I was there. I loved going out and shopping for things, but you don't want to buy too much too soon for your house. Number 1, you don't really know what you're going to want or how things are going to look in your house until you actually get in it and get your stuff that you already have in the house. Number 2 is if you're buying these things before you move, then you're also going to have to pack them up and move them into the new house as well. And once you get there, you might decide that you don't actually like what you bought and you could end up with a bunch of stuff that you don't really need or want. Mistake number 2 is not having a color palette. To me, a color palette is the most important step when starting to decorate your home. When you have a color palette, it gives you something to refer to so that your home doesn't end up disjointed and looking like you just threw a bunch of things together. When you use a color palette correctly, it will create a home that flows from room to room for you. And that is why it's so important to start with. I have a free color palette crash course that teaches you the exact steps that you need to take in order to create a color palette for your home. Stay tuned to the end of the video and I'll tell you how to get that. Mistake number 3 is being too quick to get rid of old furniture and decor. When you're starting decorating a new home, it can be really tempting to just get rid of everything and start from scratch, but that's really not the most cost-effective way to do things. And once you get into a home and you start to get a feel for it, maybe you might find a new way to use that item in your home. An example that I have of this is the furniture that we have in our guest bedroom. This was actually the furniture that we had in our master bedroom in our apartment. When we moved into the home, we kept them in our master bedroom because we didn't have the new stuff that we wanted yet. And then once we bought those items, we just moved them into our guest bedroom and they became the furniture in our guest bedroom. So it was easy to repurpose them. Mistake number 4 is feeling like you have to decorate everything right now. First of all, this is how you overwhelm yourself. When you try to tackle everything at once, you will get completely overwhelmed. Secondly, it takes a while of living in the house to really get a feel for what you want and what you need. Something that you thought might be super important whenever you moved in can turn out to be not so important and can wait for later. And you'll also find other spaces in your home that you never knew that you wanted to decorate. For example, in December, I got an entryway table. When we first moved in, I thought for sure, nope, don't need anything right there, not gonna decorate that at all. And then we were here for 2 years and I decided, you know what, I actually want to put a piece of furniture right there. And so I added a table and a mirror there. So as you live in the home, you'll realize the different things that you want to add. Along with that last mistake, mistake number 5 is buying everything at once. So again, feeling like you have to get it done right now will cause you to go out and feel like you have to buy everything right away. That is a great way to break your budget right off the bat. And it's also another way to get yourself too overwhelmed too fast. Go small, take your time to gather the pieces that you want for your home. And your taste may change along the way. So instead of going out and buying everything all at once, when you go shopping, take some pictures of things that you like. As you continue to live in the house, you can decide whether or not you want it, maybe where you could possibly put it, and you can always go out and buy that item or a similar item later. I did this when we started decorating our house right at the very beginning. I was so excited and I wanted to go shopping for everything, but I knew that I couldn't just buy it all at once. So as I was shopping, I took pictures of items that I liked, and there were so many of them that I never ended up purchasing because it just wasn't the right fit for the house. Mistake number 6 is not measuring before you buy. I have made this mistake several times myself. I'm always just so excited to get out and go shopping that I don't want to measure the space. So there's been plenty of times that I've went out and bought something, brought it back into the house, and it didn't fit, or it didn't look right, or it was just way too small for the house. It feels easier in the moment to not measure and just go out and do what you want to do, but save yourself the hassle and the time of having to return the items that don't fit by measuring ahead of time. Mistake number 7 is buying a bunch of cheap fixes. When you first get into the house, it's going to feel super empty and you're going to feel like you've got to get things done right away. So sometimes what seems like the easy way out would be to buy something super cheap and just get it in the house. But this is how you waste extra money in the long run. If you just wait until you find what you really want and you have the budget for it, then you'll save yourself time and money. I feel like people really tend to lean towards this when it comes to furniture because furniture can be expensive. So it can be easy to think, oh, I need a table, let me just buy this quick table real fast and then put the cheap fix in there. But oftentimes you'll spend more money having to replace those kinds of things anyway. Just wait it out and wait till you can get the right piece. Now there is a time and a place for budget-friendly pieces. Mistake number 8 is spending too much money on expensive accessories. Small decor items, throw pillows, and blankets can really take your decor up a notch, but these smaller items don't have to be super expensive, and you don't want to spend all your money there. Save your money for something bigger and buy these small accessories and decor items at discount home decor stores. You really don't need to spend an arm and a leg on these accessories, especially when you can get them cheaper, and you're going to need a lot of them, so the cost can add up if you buy accessories that are too expensive. Mistake number 9 is decorating just for the sake of decorating. So when you move into a new house, it is going to feel empty, and sometimes you just get the urge to think like, I've just got to put something there. I've got to put something on this wall. I've got to put something on this table. I've got to put decor out in the kitchen. And that's how you end up with cluttered or disjointed decor. It's okay for things to be empty. Don't just slap something on the wall just because. It's probably not gonna look right. It's probably not gonna match the decor and the feel of your home, and you're going to end up changing it later. Embrace the empty. Take time to find the pieces that you like. It's okay if your house isn't fully decorated. It's a new home. Mistake number 10 is not appreciating the process. Moving into your first home and decorating it for the first time is such a fun and exciting time. Take time to sit back and enjoy your new house. It's okay that things aren't fully decorated yet. Don't be in a rush to get the process done. It'll take time, and that's okay. Enjoy the process of actually creating a home you love. As I mentioned in the beginning, I have a free course called the Color Palette Crash Course that teaches you the exact steps that you need in order to create a whole home color palette and get started decorating your first home. To get it, just click on the first link down below in the description. That will take you to a page where I ask for your name and email address. Just pop in your name and email, that way I know where to send it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.